Welcome back. This is Infiltrate of Truncated Power Rangers, the 45th episode. I'm Mike. I'm in this episode quite a bit, actually. So, this episode is not the climax of the season, but it's definitely the central theme. I knew what I wanted to do with Master Vile right away. I wanted it to be a parody of self-insert fan fiction. Because to me, and the main reason why I don't like fan fiction, is it's very obvious when the author is just trying to plug themselves in the same world as all these other characters so they can fantasize how they would react, how other characters would act to them. So I decided to make Master Vile the author, quote-unquote me, and have people just kind of be mad at it, be like, why are you doing this? Why are you creating all this stuff? And, that's the explanation as to why I had been bottling all the essences. And, well, let's watch and find out. Episode 45.
I should do it.
My old
Wish
apartment.
I had 3 of these things.
My old 2-bedroom apartment.
Maybe look for posterity.
I used to have hair, kind of. Uvermensch, that was his name. Uvermensch.
Go.
Because it's based on Zed's work, which is a trash can.
Settled.
His oeuvre.
I guess I should write an episode in the meantime.
I missed that clock on the back next to the N64. Still have the N64, though.
Shouldn't be long now.
Wayne is filming this. Because we had to do all this in like a day with him.
Let's see. Don't want to write on an empty stomach.
I had to buy a
Soda,
Mondo
roast up,
online
milk.
specifically for this gag.
Mondos? I didn't realize they still made
I
these.
could not find it around, so I got
Mondo.
Mondos on eBay.
Let's remember that for next season. Mondo.
I like the way the camera appears just in the fridge.
This week on Emerald.
Everybody, I present my latest creation, Gingivitis.
I think Gingivitis is a solid name. I wish I could do more with
Wow,
this
jumping
thing.
right in with the puns this week.
I thought I was the only enameled adversary here.
Quit your belly aching. Do you even have a belly?
Rita's biology is never fully explained since no one cares. So what? Does this thing just eat everything in sight?
Once I make him grow, you'll see the true nature of my plan. Damn, 100 wands. One was bound to screw it up.
Right?
Zed, should I package the little guy in cellophane and ship him to Bandai for merchandising?
Maybe later. I have an idea that will surely whet your appetite.
Do we even eat?
2 peanuts and 2 boiled smoothies. Boiled smoothies? Ernie, these drinks are cold.
He makes them from the pus inside the boils on his back. I don't know how the health inspector hasn't shut him down.
Tastes like Rita.
Beverages made from pus? Jeez, me scurrying in this
I
meal
mean,
won't
let's
sound
be
like
real.
appetizing
What
by
is that?
comparison.
A third of a
Mommy, I
piece
think
of
something
honeydew
cold in the
on that
lunch.
plate?
What do you mean? This is really good. What did you do different?
Wayne
Oh, thanks.
Ergot.
I borrowed a recipe.
This footage is from In Living Color. Richard Janelle was an extra on a couple early sketches.
No one will
so
know
that's what
better
this
when
is
I
from.
steal
This
this
was
food
not
from
Power
a shop.
Rangers.
Haha.
Wow, this tastes really fresh.
It's not that fresh. It's at least 18. Promise.
I knew I
Hey,
wanted
good
to
see
use
the
that footage
Guardian set
somewhere.
getting some use
This
again.
was the episode to
Now
do
time
it.
to adventure through
He
his
just
body
stole
like
food.
Ernie does through kids.
The human body is magical. Let's take a look inside.
I feel frizzly.
Now that's what I call a belly flop.
This doesn't look like Power Rangers.
I
Sorry,
really
I
wanted
lost
my
focus.
roommate at the
This wasn't
time,
my
Jeremiah, to do this. He had
Oh, no,
just
I meant that
moved
as
in.
positive. It's so hard to
When
bring
you
girls
saw
over
the
when
crap
you're
in the
watching
background,
Power
he had
Rangers.
just moved in. His stuff was
Anyway,
everywhere.
I'm off to the gym.
And he, for whatever reason, wasn't available when I was actually doing
shut
live
up.
action stuff, so I just pretended to be him.
All right,
And the
video
whole
games.
thing was his
Working
character
out
supposed
is
to just-
stupid.
Yeah.
Not really be into the
Incoming,
whole
Zordon.
truncated thing.
Zordon, there's something wrong with Tommy.
Tell me something I don't know. Whoop, monster alert. Alpha, bring up the enemy on the screen.
Is this supposed to be some sort of witty commentary on how we're ineffective and the villains have a firmer stance on life?
This is
Look,
in
I gotta give it to you
Watkins
straight,
Glen
man.
State Park.
I have a hard time figuring out what
I remember having a crazy
because
time
these Rangers are just
trying to figure out where to
idiots.
film. I love this angle.
and it's really hard for me to justify their actions.
This is me like having a
as
psychoanalysis
being the
done.
right thing to do.
If
That's
that's
why
clear
I
with
came
what I
all
was
the way
doing,
out
why
here to
I'm
talk to
walking to this actual
I knew that only
deep
you
into the
could help
woods
solve my problems.
to this like rustic
You are
doctor.
a reputable organization. I've heard great things about
I
you.
really wanted to do some nature shots,
And it's just that
I never
I
wear
came to
shorts
you
anymore.
because I have turmoil, man. I don't know.
So this building is actually
Who the
off
bad
limits.
guy
I couldn't
is
get
anymore.
inside, but the idea is I go into this
Quote-unquote
building,
villains are so much more likable.
and this is
No,
filmed in Wayne's
that-
house.
The difference between good and evil
Well, his old house.
is entirely dependent on your ideology. I mean, no one sees himself as evil. If you think yourself
I got the
as a
sunglasses
good person,
on.
then
There's
that
a little
means you're
foreshadowing
automatically
there.
Comparing yourself to somebody else, so you have
I'm improving
some
all of
sort
this.
of enemy that you're gonna see as evil. Whether you're the hero or the villain, I mean, if you're a villain, then you see yourself as a hero, and they're the villain. So
Wayne actually wanted to
I
be a part of
mean-
this. Wayne's a good friend.
what's the point?
He wanted to be a part of this somehow.
I feel a lot better now.
I DJ'd his wedding last year.
So, how much time do we have left with this session, Doc?
His one line.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have an appointment? Have you checked in with the receptionist yet?
Good read, Wayne. And he's just playing tic-tac-toe. It's such an easy gag for me, but I think it's hilarious that the doctor's just not paying attention at all.
Please, on a Y7 show, not everything has to have
And just back to the
Coming
episode.
now! And there it is! Gingivitis
Like I
is
said,
ending
this
up
episode
inside
took a
Tommy.
long
You should
time
try
to
fight
do.
him from the inside.
No way in hell. Trust me.
But I
anything
really wanted to
involving new
experiment
Rangers
with
shrunk down to a
live
miniature
action
scale
filming.
would be suicide
I actually
for
had
the
to
show,
have
and no
a
one would
specific
like to
4x3 frame because it's in the universe of the show. I don't know if people caught on to that.
For now, people.
Whenever, back when I did like in 2013 the preambles to the episodes, they were in widescreen because it's, you know, the real world. But because this is the truncated world,
Besides, your stomach
wanted
contains
it to
so
be
much acid
4-3.
that gingivitis will dissolve within minutes. Tommy has nothing to worry about.
Rita and Zed's alien bodies don't work the same way ours do, so they didn't account for our gastric juices' dissolving power.
Yeah, sure. What he
Hey,
said.
we've already won. We didn't have to fight or morph or nothing.
I guess we can break early today. I'm sure you'll find something to do.
My uncle has a
but yeah, I really liked the idea that Tommy's
Sure,
stomach
don't take
acid
too
just
long.
dissolved
We don't need unnecessarily
gingivitis.
long farm
No harm,
scenes
no
like
foul,
Age
no
of
battle.
Ultron had.
You got it.
Easily taken care of. It's like, oh,
It's time.
you got the Wii next to the...
more of these things.
I really liked
Flashpoint
this
City,
2-bedroom apartment, but it was
Swine
small.
Beaver, Dollar General, anything. Alas, gotta do it. With this, I can become anything I want to be. Like that necrophiliac who wanted to be a coroner one day. I can accomplish
I
anything.
don't remember
And this
what
solution
this was.
Of all evil
It's not
will
water.
allow me to finish.
That's actually me choking on it. I couldn't use water because
Oh my God,
it
it's
didn't
so
look
bright.
right on camera. I needed it to be a little thicker, a little grayer, because it's actually like, you know,
No.
the essences of the monsters. The Sonic CD bad guy music. Wayne filming again. We did all the live actions. I did the stuff in the park like a month before this. All the live action stuff besides that was all done in the same day. That's the shirt I wore when I was a contestant on The Price is Right. Thunder. And like, oh, it's rain. This was scripted. A lot of people thought that I must have sold this really well, thinking that this is like, you know, me just reacting to the rain. No, this was scripted. This was all part of the plan. It is raining that day. I hate that raincoat. And back to it. Yep, that's the outside of my old apartment complex. This is a park in Corning. I had no idea where to film this, but I liked the angle, how I'd be walking down, just because I figured it'd be easier for me to just kind of stumble along. Fake fall, and yes, I did hit myself in the nuts. What's happening? I'm using this footage and transforming into Master Vile. It's simple, and I like it.
See, Utah ain't so
I had to
bad.
find that footage from Kaku Ranger because I knew that wasn't in Power
These new
Rangers, so I had to
bugs
find
fly
appropriate
funny.
footage. I don't remember who helped me with that, but thank you.
An earthquake? What's going on?
Quickly, we must recruit teenagers with attitude.
It's a good line.
And then we can try to get our Fox Kids afternoons. It'll be great.
You think he likes
Tommy trying to pitch Power Rangers.
Tommy, you know fanfiction forums exist, right? Anyway, the lack of an alert distresses me, so let's head back
It's
to the
so
command
dark.
center. Maybe if I stand still,
Oh
they'll
my
ignore
god,
me.
lighting in these shows were terrible. I did have an effect
Oh, no.
here, like the
Alpha appears to be
glitchiness.
offline.
I did add that.
At least the lights are okay, but this blue filter kinda sucks. Oh, and Zordon's missing.
Hey, I'm not complaining.
Us either.
Either. I mean,
This week on Nip Tuck.
Even Alpha's like
An
fine.
earthquake! I've already been green! What's going on?
who do you think you are, barging in here like
Keeping
you're
in
in
the
charge?
leitmotifs of villains, this is from
Now,
World
is
of
that any way to
Goo.
greet your maker?
Because I knew he was
So
going to
that's why
create
you have a
Gooey
wall on
Gus,
that side?
you know,
My,
the blue
my
globber
maker?
thing, so
Sam, I think
Goo.
we just met.
And I
Our
love the
writer.
World of Goo soundtrack.
Well, I have to admit, I didn't see this coming.
I thought people in this business were supposed to be prettier than that.
Oh, like we have standards.
Spare me. That's nothing a little good PR can't fix.
Those paltry Americans accept anything nowadays, don't they?
That is a reference to Caitlyn Jenner, who appeared on Vanity Fair when she had transitioned. And I was nervous about making that joke because I was transitioning into a villain. I felt it was really recent too, that it had just happened again, 2015. So I felt that I didn't want it to come off in bad taste, I guess is what I was really trying to say. And I think it didn't, so I'm okay with that. I am so incredibly proud of that episode because of all the live action aspects. I really felt I was doing something different, and now I was at the point where I was actually saying something. And I really hope you enjoyed it too. I know that it's a shorter episode. I know that not a lot happens in terms of Power Rangers plot, but on the villain side is where stuff's really starting to take off. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and 3 more episodes after this. Thanks for watching. And these kids are too loud, so I'm going to have to do this another time. I'm terribly sorry. So keep watching for the last 3 episodes. I will do them at some point, I promise you.